Namaskar, Guruji.
Pranam Vidyaji, welcome.
Thank you.
We shall start our session now. It's 6:10 in Abu Dhabi, and it should be 7:40 p.m. in India. And today is 12th of August, 2023, and our session number is 167. And topic of discussion today is states of mind and exploration beyond. States of mind is first we will understand different states of mind, and this it is important for us to understand. I explain that in every workshop, and from there the clarity comes that what state we are in, and then what we need to do. That is the exploration beyond, and why it is needed. What are the things there? What kind of territory which is beyond mind, all those things will be discussed, and the implications for our physical journey on planet earth, what we call life, and beyond, and then what is the transition towards our spiritual journey, then spiritual enlightenment and liberation that will follow at that journey. But it is all these processes are just for now we are sharing for understanding purposes, but understanding itself will not take you there. We have to walk the path, your own unique path. I just made it very clear. We'll discuss it, but unless until you walk, you experience, that becomes only a information, like something you can get in Google search or any topic and like that. So it will not ultimately your own sadhana, your own spiritual practices make you there. Okay, I'm just making it clear so that it will discuss, but understanding itself will not take you there. Okay, it is just your intellectual understanding, but I will understand step by step. Okay, it is states of mind. Actually, if you go for our total states of being, there are 32 in numbers, but we are not going to that kind of detail because those are initially it is difficult to understand. So we will drop that kind of complicacy and explain the state of being. Let us start with state of mind. It started with that, then slowly it evolves and go to the level of our self, higher self, and realization, and then forward from there. And so there are 32 steps. Yeah? So mind is the lowermost one, but we'll start with that. Okay, and understand what is the difference between so-called our normal state of mind and what is states beyond, and how it is related to our own experiences of life. Okay, fine. So I normally created in 2x2 table to understand the states of mind where we normally operate. We normally operate in 3 states of mind, all of us. There is no exception to this. Yeah. And I will explain them one by one. Fourth may or may not be, may be temporary or maybe sometimes, but not always, state of mind. And then, of course, then I will go for the beyond, which will be in the spiritual domain. To be normally we are not expected to face it. Not expected means there is no way you can reach there, without crossing the 4th step and so on. So to do that in the workshops, normally, as I mentioned, to make it simple, I am not telling you in full detail and what is the actual things are, because it is difficult to understand. So I make a simplified model so that everybody can understand. If somebody is interested to know more, I can explain more or one-to-one or something. That is a different issue. But here we will stick to the thing. Means why I'm saying that, because I'm not claiming this is the actual truth and this is the only division or the stages are possible. Yeah, there are many stages possible. If something in like like cusp or intermediary, or it is like a transitional state, or it is like a, in science now they call it quantum. It is a quantum level. It is not a physical level, and neither in energy level. It is a quantum level. There are many such states. Yeah? It's it's applicable for everywhere, including our state of mind, state of being, or body, and state of understanding, and everything. All these have their layers. So let us understand without, going around the circles. Let us go directly to the point. So first I will put the slides normally present during the workshops. Yeah. So which is, let me see if I can have this here. Okay. Enter screen. It is just a moment. Let me see if I can share this. Yeah, now I saw it. It should come. Okay, I think I cannot see you now, so you let me know whether you can see a screen, a slide, 2 by 2.
Yes, it is
Yeah?
visible.
Okay, fine, thank you. So it is, understand that it's a simplified model to make it understand better. Okay, truth is at a much, much higher level. As I said, there are 32 states total. So it is only 4 here. But it's good enough to understand the differences and the way forward. Okay. See, the column is knowledge of I is there, means who am I, what I'm doing, what is my name, etc. And knowledge of I is not there. So this is the heading of the columns. And the heading of the rows are, first is the knowledge of surroundings, means whether I know that where I am right now, I'm sitting, who are there, with me or in front of me, I'm talking to whom, and which place, geographically, which place we are in. Am I inside the room or outside the room? Room is located where, and where the house is in which locality, etc., etc. So those are knowledge of surroundings. Maybe it also involves whether the temperature in the room, the colors of the walls, and things like that. What are the sounds coming into this particular place? These are all what I mentioned here as the knowledge of surroundings of where I am. Then the second row, that title is not, the knowledge of surrounding is no. Means first row is knowledge of surrounding is there. Second row, knowledge of surrounding is not there. So this is a 2 by 2 table. So I hope everybody gets it. If somebody is not clear, let me know. I will explain again. Yeah. So, but it is important to understand. So I explained there are 2 columns and 2 rows. Okay. So intersection of that will be the state. So there are 4 2 by 2 table, and there are 4 cells into it. First cell, where knowledge of I know who am I, and knowledge of surrounding, both are yes. That means I know the who am I, and also I am okay. Also, I'm there. I'm aware that who am I, and I'm aware of my surroundings. So those are called. That is the first cell. You can still see me. I mean, still see the slide because somebody want to join. I allowed.
Yes,
You are.
Guruji, it is visible, but I think you should go in slide show mode.
Okay, so you can see some shorter version, yeah. So you wanted to I can go back to go to the slide mode.
F5 will work. F5.
Okay, now it's let me see if the slide works here. No, it's going back to the old one. Okay. All right. I think I need to learn something more about that. I upgraded the software recently, Windows some version, latest version, and it is doing something.
But Guruji, it is visible in laptop, no problem.
Okay, so let's see if I can. Okay, it's a little better, right? So, all right. So now that is the first one is Jagruta Avastha. So that is awake state, or it is operated by the conscious mind. Means I am aware that knowledge of I, who am I, and I'm also aware who is there and around me, and I'm sitting where, and what is the ceiling, and what is the color of the light, what is the color of my wall, and whether AC is working, not working, temperature, etc. All is clear. Where I am sitting on a table, chair, and all those things, so that I'm aware of that. So if we are in this state, all of us are right now. So this is, you are in the Jagruta Avastha or awake state. It is operated by the conscious mind. Okay. Now let us come down one cell below. So one cell below is knowledge of I is there, but knowledge of surrounding is not there. Okay. So in this, normally this is the Swapna Avastha or dream state. In the dream state, even in the dream state, knowledge of surrounding is not there. So when we are dreaming, then we sleep. During the sleep, when we are dreaming, then we don't know what is the color of the wall, what is the temperature of the room, and who else is there in the room, and exactly where I am sitting, the color of the bed sheet, nothing. Yeah? So we are not aware. So knowledge of surrounding is not there. But the knowledge of I is there. Means in the dream, you know which role you are playing. There's a lot of character in your dream, but you are aware that which role, which is the observer, who is observing all those things, so is there in your dream. So that means that if there are some dream of 5 people, you exactly know which are you, which one is you. Okay. So it is in that sense that you have the knowledge of I is there. You know who you are in the dream state. During sleep, a certain state comes, which is called Susupta Avastha or deep sleep state. In the medical term, there is a part of our sleep when we don't dream. Okay, so we don't have any memory of that state. It is like some sort of coma sort of state, and this is called deep sleep, and it is operated by unconscious mind. Dream was subconscious, and this is unconscious mind. And in this, what happens is, in the medical terms, how they find out that when a person is going to deep sleep. During the sleep stage, we have a rapid eye movement. It can be recorded into the medical things. They have a monitor and all, or somebody is sleeping, you can monitor. His eyeballs is running like this, closed eyes, but eyeball is movement is there. That is called rapid eye movement, REM in the medical term. When the REM stops, when REM happens, the person is dreaming. When REM stops, that person is in deep sleep or the coma-like state, and there is no recollection of memory of that, okay, of that state. So in this, both of Swapna Avastha and Susupta Avastha, it happens during our sleep state. And these 3 states, whatever I have explained you so far, we are, all of us, all of us, no exception, all of us, we are going through these 3 states every day. Because of course we wake up, we sleep, during the sleep, these 2 states happens. Okay. So Jagruta Avastha or awake state, like what we are in now, during sleep, we have a dream state and deep sleep state. which is Swapnavastha and Susuptavastha. So conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind, all we experience every day. So maybe you will not, the deep sleep you are not sure. You said that I never experienced that. You did experience, but you don't remember. Okay, because it is unconscious mind. It doesn't put those whatever thing happened in the memory. That's what you don't, remember that. So, but it happens for all of us. Okay. And what is a deep sleep? Knowledge of I is not there. The dream state, as I mentioned, that you have the knowledge that who are you and who is experiencing all the dream events, but you don't have the knowledge of surroundings. In deep sleep, you drop both. It is completely blank. Even there is no dream. So nothing happens there, and you don't recollect also anything happening there. So it is a deep sleep or susuptavastha. Now let us come to the fourth state, which is very interesting state. Yeah, it says the knowledge of surrounding is there. You are fully aware where you are, who are with you, what are the sounds coming, what is the temperature of the AC, and etc. etc. Now, but you don't have knowledge of I. Who are you? You are not aware, or it is not there. Okay, how it is possible? This fourth state is called Turyavastha, and it is in the meditative state. And there our superconscious mind, not subconscious is a dream, superconscious mind takes over. Superconscious mind, for simplistic understanding point of view, you can consider it is a mind of your soul. Okay, technically soul doesn't have a mind, but it is, you can, for sake of understanding, you can say superconscious mind is a mind of your soul. It is vast, huge, like an ocean. Yeah, so it is superconscious. Everything else is happening in the superconscious mind. Like it may be all those conscious mind. If it is a what is called tip of the small one top stone of a pyramid, then Swapnavastha maybe 4 or 5 layers of the pyramid, and unconscious maybe whole base. But superconscious mind is the nature which is holding everything, the sky and earth and everything together, where all the pyramids are there. So that kind of stuff. Okay, so that is the superconscious mind. So what is the characteristic? That knowledge of surrounding is there and knowledge of I is not there. How it is possible? Because if I am aware of surroundings, why I will not aware of myself? Okay. What happens is, in the deep meditative state, your ego drops. Ego is a sense of your identity. Like what we claim as a me means, normally I claim that I'm Rajdeep Datta, I live here, I work so and so, maybe I'm a family man, my daughter's name is this, wife's name is this, or father's name is this, mother's name is this, and so forth. This is my holder of so and so passport, and all these things. So that I claim to be a me. Yeah, that identity, what is normally we claim as I or me, that is dropped. Because in the meditative state, your ego drops. Ego has got all these levels of yourselves are called ego. It is a mind, body, intellect package. What you claim that it is you, that is actually your ego. During deep meditative state and Turyavastha, the mind stops, the thinking stops. So those identity drops. So you get connected to the superconscious or soul consciousness. And then in the mind comes a stillness. Stillness means no thought passing. Like externally, if there is all sound stops, we call silence. When the mind stops, that is called stillness. So all your spiritual experiences happens in the stillness of mind. It cannot happen when your mind is chattering or thoughts are passing through. Either you are dreaming or this and that, it will not happen. Or even if it happens, you will not realize that it is happening. So in either way, it's all the same, whether it's not coming or it is coming, but you are not recognizing. Both way, it is all the same. So this is the fourth step, which is a fourth state of mind, which is this. Okay. Now, these are the states of your mind. Okay. And the fourth state, you can say that it is a meditative mind or silent mind. Yeah, but it is active. You are not sleeping. If you are sleeping, you come to this one. It is highly energetic, active, energized, alert mind, but no content. Okay? There is no thought. So that is the state called Turiya Avastha. Okay? In Turiya Avastha, when one person enters into Turiya Avastha, normally we don't. In day-to-day living, we don't enter into that unless until we consciously, doing our own practices, spiritual practices, raising our cellular vibration, meditating and controlling the thoughts. First number of thoughts will reduce, then come one, then zero. When that zero happens, then we enter into Turiya Avastha, when mind doesn't chatter anymore. Okay, so fine. So this is the one, it is Turiya Avastha. So next point is there anything beyond? Beyond Turiya Avastha? Oh yes, because your spiritual journey starts from here. Okay, it is you can see your mental journey ends here, but your spiritual journey starts here. It is only a foundation. Turiya Avastha is a condition for the further your spiritual experiences. Okay, those are called the states of being. You are no longer in the physical domain. You just escalated or go beyond. So in Veda, it is they mention it as a Turyatit. It's beyond Turyatit state. They have five. The Veda has a five state: Jagrut Avastha, Susupta Avastha. Jagrut Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Susupta Avastha, Turya Avastha, or Turyatit. Okay, which is beyond Turiya. And those are the states of I was mentioning. There is beyond. That is your spiritual journey. That is your self-realization path, and the further and further going up to the very high level, ultimate with the merger with your universal consciousness till that. So those paths here, for the sake of understanding, those are, even in the Sanskrit literature, they mentioned it is Turyatit Avastha. But there are many, and so no need to go to definition and what is that level number 16 and 18 on no need. There is, but just understand that there is something beyond. Just understanding. That's what I'm giving you, the understanding. But the state of mind, I hope that everybody, it is clear. The state of mind is there. The major difference between the three states of mind, what we normally go into, and Turyatit Avastha. Turiya is, you can say, the platform. So I'm just, for the time being, I'm just not explaining it in the Turiya Avastha. So, which is below Turiya and above Turiya. Below Turiya Avastha, this is the area of your, what is called, it is called your objective learning or objective process of doing that. Let me stop sharing so that I can go back to my other. Yeah. So let me see if I can go to my other ones. Yes, I can go. So what is the next topic is selected? Okay, how many states of the mind you operate from? I explained. What is a state beyond mind, which is Turyatit. Okay, next topic is mind power and objective knowledge through intelligence. And okay, now what I'm just going to, I was about to, tell you that here that maybe the screen thing to be changed, format of the screen. Anyway, so yeah, I think now it's okay. So now in this, the objective, the one is first one, but we just explained you, that is, there is an objective state, and the other one, which is the beyond the Turyatit state, that is called the subjective. subjective state where the knowledge goes. What is the difference between? I will now explain. In the objective area of our living condition, when we learn anything in the objective state, which is the three states, whatever I explained you, that Jagrut Avastha and Swapna Avastha and the unconscious state, I'm not counting that, but if anything happens there, so those are all in the objective category. Objective means whether mind should collect the information and process it. When the mind collects this objectively, the information from the external world and process it, that is objective experiences or objective knowledge, what you gather. Our intelligence operate into this area. So our own, the intelligence or the mind which is operate, what you study in our education, whatever, even right now, whatever you are getting, what I am saying up and you are picking up, it is your objective knowledge. It is not nothing beyond mind. You are just intellectually understanding what I am saying. So this particular area, most of us, we spend our life in the objective learning. That is through our mind. We use our intellect and our power of mind, different power. Mind has also power, different types of power is there. The power of visualization, the memory, and all those things. So all our education system is developed on this kind of objective learning. Somebody who has a higher memory and who can have a higher analytical skills and who can visualize better. Sometimes in the test they give that these are three figures. What should be the next? You have to visualize it. You have to apply the logic and understand it. This is a good. So those are the power of mind, and they are different for different people. And sometimes it is also by measure of your IQ. So those are all objective knowledges, what you can gather from outside. And nowadays you can make Google search and get it. All are in the category of objective learning. But through this, you cannot move spiritually. Okay, you can have an idea of spirituality, but you cannot have any spiritual process or spiritual understanding through this kind of things. Why it will not happen? Because the spiritual knowledge is subjective knowledge. It happens through your own experience, through your connection with your higher self, higher connection with your soul consciousness. From that path, that truth gets downloaded. You don't collect it from outside. You directly go into knowingness through that connection. Your soul knows everything. You need not to go to anybody, your soul, to anybody to learn anything. Soul is here to experience whatever is already known. So we are here all to experience that. So the subjective journey or spiritual journey, is through your experience. And through the experience, you develop the awareness, wisdom, and that develop. So that is your spiritual journey. Many people, they tell me that I have read, say, 1,000 books on spirituality or read this master, that master, and this and that. Nothing wrong in reading the books. Good, you read good books, that's fine. But reading books will not make you the progress on the spiritual path, because you use the technique, objective understanding of that particular knowledge. That not going to help you in the spiritual journey. You need subjective knowledge, means what you get from the connection, from understanding and awareness. So by reading a book, nobody can get enlightened. In the spiritual journey, you can have an idea of it. It's like, let me put it in this way. It is like reading a travelogue. People travel and write the story, what they have experienced. So it is like reading a travelogue or actually visiting the place. So that is the difference. So if reading a travelogue, if it is your objective knowledge, then actually visiting will be your subjective knowledge. Then those are part of your experience. You are enriched with the experience of passing through that particular travel, and rest of things are only just some idea of that place, not true, not direct experience is missing there. Okay, so that is the fundamental difference between the objective knowledge and the subjective. It is also called knowledge, but knowledge not in the educational or bookish or external knowledge terms. So in Sanskrit, there are some terms for different terms for different types of the knowledge. Yeah? So one is called, one is called Pandit, or who is a knowledgeable person in the external world, and in this and in the other spiritual knowledge they call Jnani. Yeah? So Jnana and the Pandit, these are different. So there's like it is like a difference between a teacher and a guru. Maybe we'll have another session on that, full session. What is the difference between a teacher and a guru? Okay, and there are also a lot of things available in the net. Also, many people have shared on this topic. Anyway, so now fundamentally we are asking what is the different state. So that is the Turyatit state is all about your subjective knowledge and understanding, collecting knowledge, not collecting, receiving knowledge, downloading the knowledge through your connection, through your soul consciousness directly, firsthand. If somebody else is sharing their own understanding, if I share my spiritual experience, for you, it is just a story. It is not your experience. So even if I read many things, many what the masters are written, so the Ramakrishna Kathamrita or Quran, Bible or whatever, it is somebody else's experience, not yours. Okay, so those all come into the category of those intellectual understanding, not your spiritual understanding or awareness development. You have just simply understood it mentally. That's all. Okay. So, but it is not realized. You have not that experience. So that is a fundamental difference. So it is very important because many people misguided into this territory. That's what I was telling, that some people claim they to be spiritual because they have read so many books on spirituality, or so many lectures they have attended, or how many videos they. That's good. Nothing wrong in doing, but that will not make their journey to progress unless until they themselves practice to do this work, this path. Then only it will happen. So we make it very clear. Okay. And that spiritual journey, I'm just saying it for your information, that spiritual journey always a path of liberation. If some journey, or not journey, some knowledge makes you bind into something, bind into some limited thing, even if following somebody or be part of some cult or something, that is not true spirituality. True spirituality liberates you, not bind you, not give you conditions that you do this, otherwise so many things, bad things will happen. No, you are a free spirit. You have a free will. You are individual, being. I call it energetic. You are a sovereign being. You have the sovereignty. It is your choice to do or not to do certain things. So spirituality is not following something. Okay, understand that. Rather, you have to come to a state where you are enjoying it. Then only you will have that kind of progress. Otherwise, not. Many people do another mistake. They try something, then find, oh, nothing is happening. I will follow somebody else. He's a bigger master or bigger guru and all. They keep following. Nothing happens because that they didn't get that level where actually you're enjoying it, enjoying the journey, no matter how, you are walking your own unique path, your own journey. It cannot be compared with anyone. Also, it is not scaled in the time as we know. In our, dimension, time is linear. In higher dimension, time is not linear. In our time, maybe some preparation you take 10 years and things happen in, say, 5 days. It's quite possible. Means 95% thing happens in 5 days, and 5% took, say, 12 years to complete. Quite possible. Okay. So our understanding that how long we have to do and all this thing, that is not important. How much passionately you are doing, how much enjoyment you are doing, how much you are fully into it, that makes the difference. Okay. So how much quantity you are learning is not important. How much intensity you have, that is important. Okay. And also there is a saying, some master said that lagan mein agan hona chahiye. Whatever you are doing, usme you have to be fully passionate and devotion, and, then it clicks. The highest level of that kind of devotion, selfless, fully surrendered and all, that highest level of devotion, the things happens, extremely well. Is the quality of it. It reaches its peak. In this, there are many way they explain this, but even that kind of connection, also it is known as Adva Nareshwar, like half Shiv Parvati or Radha Krishna and this kind of thing. When these things two things merges together, like the seeker and the sought merges, the creation and creator merges, together. That is the highest level of agan. Okay, lagan mein agan hona chahiye. That is the highest level of agan, highest level of intensity. What makes it to click? Ultimate experiential understanding of yourself, of your higher self. That is your self-realization. Ultimately, end of your journey, you will realize you are the one. You are the creator. You are just experiencing different facets of yourself. It is like you are enjoying the fragrance of different parts of you. That's all the life, all thing is about. And finally, you are the one. You are the one. Everything is created for you, created by you, for you. You are the ultimate one, and you are all this nature, the sunrise, the birds chirping, the forests, and the skies, and the universe, galaxies are created for you. The beauty is created for you. Anyway, those are the experiences of the oneness. Anybody can reach there, so there is no such thing. Just last one point, after self-realization, what happens? You got enlightened and all those connections happens and this and that. So there what happens is those who realized, some of them, they choose to be into that awareness, and that's it. Okay, they just self-realized and be aware. They are called mystics. Some of them, they choose to come back from that state and share the realization, help others to realize that. Those are called the masters, spiritual masters who teach and guide others. They are the gurus to show that path. And that path is the path of subjective path, Turiyatit. Up to Turiya, maybe it is possible. So anybody by practice this and that, they can experience states of mind. But beyond mind, the journey, you need a guru or guide who has already walked the path. So they are called the masters. So this is, so with this, I'll complete this session, learning session. So if there is any question, so you are welcome to ask. Yes, Indranil. Indranil, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good evening. My question is a bit complicated. I'll try to make it simple. In this Turyatit, right? That is the fourth quadrant, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your mind is in the super, what you said, super state? Super enlightened, or how is it?
No, superconscious mind. The
Super, super.
territory. Yeah.
Yeah, super conscious mind. And in this state, the ego is also missing, correct?
Superconscious mind, ego not is missing, it is beyond ego. Its
Okay.
operating is beyond ego.
Okay. Is it in that Freud psychology, is it the superego operating in that state?
No. Don't confuse. Yeah.
Okay.
And exactly this is the reason I don't normally explain the things, the definitions given by others.
Okay.
Okay, as a policy,
Mm.
because it is a normal tendency for us to
Mm.
correlate with something. And
Correct.
that idea of that correlation
Mm.
destroys the opportunity to know.
Right.
Okay, so my advice will be don't try to compare this with the superego. Superego is completely different thing.
Okay.
Okay, it is not
Mhm.
superconscious mind. Okay, it's a completely different thing.
Okay. Maybe needs a different session altogether.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just telling. So don't try to correlate with something else.
Mm.
Everything has its own unique purpose and unique way. Somebody might have explained it. That's fine. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
But for our own tendency to correlate with something, that needs to be dropped.
Okay.
Let me put it in this way so that then you will get the whole picture. See, what happens is that we are a particular peak of a mountain can be climbed in 100 different ways. Okay, it's not the only way.
Mm. Mm.
So many people, it's like Jotamat Tatapat. Okay, that is correct. So
Right.
different master or different experts, they have given their view on certain aspects of the journey, of the path, of
Mm.
the knowledge. Yeah,
Right.
that may not be important for your own path. So
Okay.
what happens is the people there when they're walking their path, then there is another thing there, another thing here, and they try to correlate and these things, and they get diverted from
Mm.
their own journey.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's why my advice is I don't want you to do that because you by not doing that you will reach faster.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, rather than trying to correlate and other things, you will reach faster. So once you reach there, once you get enlightened, that is the time to come back and check everything. Everything will be clear
I
because you
see.
already reached the peak. From the peak, I said, "Oh, yes, that that method was this way.
And
Yes, Christianity they say it is coming this way. Yes, Bhagavad Gita says this way.
yeah.
Yes, the Ramakrishna's teaching is this way. All will make sense. But now, if you are in the lower level, try to find out, then
Ah,
it will not make any sense. You will get utterly confused,
right.
and then it will hamper your journey.
Okay.
That is
Got
the
it.
reason I say avoid. Avoid for the time being.
Mhm.
Okay, you read
Okay.
everything. All the even now, I don't recommend to read scriptures.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm. Mm.
first you complete your journey, get enlightened.
Okay.
Okay, you
Mhm.
be at the peak, then you try different methods and different way. That makes absolute sense. That is the time you'll understand. This means that. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
all right. Okay,
Uh,
God bless you. Okay, any other question? I think in this session we have 6 minutes left. So, any other question? Please come forward. Let me see whether I have completed all the topics. Intellectual scholar and spiritual seeker. I think I didn't explain it categorically, but as I earlier mentioned, that those who uses the intellect to gather the knowledge, which is the objective knowledge, they're called scholars. The scholars are pandit and this category. Those who use their sadhana for the connection and then through experientially understand and grow in awareness, they are the spiritual seekers. They are the yogis. They are not the normal learners. They are the yogi through yoga, through unition, to connection, to grow. So they are the yogis. The yogi means they are into that path of the subjective understanding of the universe through direct connection and experiences. And those are the pandits and scholars, and so they are just gathering the outside external information and then growing. Also, there are two fundamental differences. So the science and spirituality. So let me go to the level. So there are many people, a lot of debate, and spirituality is not science, or it is a different science, or science. Science also had got that this kind of element, and we can, through the science also, you can progress. And a lot of discussion. It's okay. Everybody has a right to discuss and understand the truth in their own way. That's fine. Okay. Let's just for, as it is a learning session, I'm telling, as we are discussing different types of knowledge, the science is the knowledge of the external world, physical world. It is the knowledge of the physical world and collecting information, gathering information, and all those things. So these are, comes into that category. And so that is, so through that intellect and knowledge, one can go up to a certain level. The science can go up to a certain level. But the feeling and the downloaded this knowledge, what I'm talking about, through the connection that the higher self, the soul's knowledge is beyond that area of science as of now. In future, that may develop. There's something area called neotic science, which is the studying these areas, and it will be developed and it will know. So there is a different type of knowledge, different type of technique is applied there to understand that path. So this particular path, the science is the understanding the world, the external world, and spirituality is understanding, or it's also called awareness of your inner world, a connection. We are not limited into just the physical body and mind. That's all. Yeah, it's a mind, body, and intellect package. This package is not all of us. There is so much beyond. So even the feeling are not really explained by the science yet. Okay, so that they don't know why you feel certain things in certain ways, and so maybe what condition makes it to feel, that can be studied, but actual feeling cannot be fully. It's not clear. So those are the things. So anyway, so those are the area of through spiritual connection. Those are the yogis who's through yoga, the unition, the connection, the internal connection that makes the difference. So science versus spirituality is the broad category for you to understand. Is the science is for the external world or the physical world. It may be inside the body. Don't say somebody's inside brain hemorrhage, somebody's studying. He said, no, you told outside, so brain is inside. No. So that's why I make it clear. I'm talking of the physical world. It may be inside your body, but it's still physical, physical thing. So, and your spiritual journey is about the inner connection, inward, inner world, and you have to reach toward the uniqueness of your journey. What is that uniqueness? You need to reach to your truth. Even the unmanifested ones. Unmanifested means whichever not been known to anyone yet. Even in the spiritual domain, some master maybe shared something, you may experience something completely new. And that is true for you. That is your truth. Your unique journey. That is your truth. That is unmanifested. Means maybe you will receive some knowledge or some understanding or maybe some method. New method, new truth will be revealed to you. And that you can share, that will be your truth. And this does not necessarily mean somebody else might have told earlier. Not necessary. You can have your own truth through the direct connection. Okay, so that can be completely new. So that is also your area of your progress for the internal journey, through yoga. That is, yoga means unition with your higher self. All right, I think this link will be over soon. So I will now I will, when the session now it will be over. So I will post a new link. So please click the new link and then join the session. If anyone has find out some question right now, just hold it. When we join to the next session, then please ask that question. Then I will definitely answer that question into that. So all right, so we'll stop here, and then I will just start a new link and post it into the group. Okay, see you on the second half of the session. Okay, God bless you.